Sup guys, this is Peter here, and today I will show you two new farms. The first is the Skree farm, you know, these big strong bird looking creatures, and the second is the Heket farm. The reason I'm doing these two farms in one video is simple. They are in the same area close to Tihark, and you did a quest called Desperate Measures to get these extra spawns. And generally speaking, the way I'm farming these monsters is very similar: Whirling Defense and Ranger Spirits. Okay, let's get the quest first. So travel to Tihark and enter Forum Highlands. Keep east till you find an NPC named Kamvek. Talk to him and pick up the quest. This is very important, guys, because the quest will bring a lot of Hekets and Skree spawns, also a paragon and a necro boss. By the way, you can expect a lot of gold items here, plenty of runes, even superior vigors, prodigy insignias, windwalkers and other valuable items. Also necro and paragon elite tomes, and the Skrees might drop feathers. Also advise to salvage the Skree wings for even more feathers. The Hekets drop Heket tongues. Those contain dust if you salvage them. Also plenty of nice nightfall skins like the Webian Bastion, Azure Bow, the Seeper Shield and more. So we are going to start with the Skree farm, and I have to admit this wasn't my idea. So kudos to SVP, he showed me this farm during a live stream. And I've tried to improve the farm, but the idea isn't mine. Anyway, once you have the quest, load this build, and escape is for the running phase, whirling defense for the spiking, and the rest to make the character more tanky. I highly recommend bringing the same heroes as I do. So the two ranger heroes are crucial. Spirit of Winnowing will increase whirling defenses damage to 15, and the Spirit of Extinction can make really nice spikes. The Spirit of Frozen Soil prevents the Skrees from using grass skills, and I think these two heroes are really mandatory, but the others can also increase your chances. The Necro hero has Tainted Flesh. This way you can put some disease condition, or in other words, some HP regen to the enemy. The Ritu hero has a really interesting build. This is Ritual Lord with Zooting. The Skree paragons have White Throw, and that can remove any stances. Now this is a very nasty skill for us, so we must slow the paragon's adrenaline build up as much as we can. Zooting can help with that, since it makes adrenaline build twice as slow for enemies. The Dervish heroes are useful as well. Mystic Healing can heal you from great distances, Koshery Signet can remove conditions, and the paragon hero has a nice speed boost to reach the farming spot fast. And that's all, don't worry about the drops, we are going to flag heroes, and of course all the drops will be ours. Regarding weapons, this is what my ranger has. I'm not sure if the plus 10 versus piercing is the best, but it did a decent job anyway. Guess it's a good choice since spears and bows deal piercing damage usually. And once you are ready, turn on hard mode and leave Tihark. Get the Sunspear blessing if your character still needs Sunspear points, and just run straight to the same spot like I do. You can easily get 300 or even more SS points, by the way. We can farm 30 or even more Skrees in less than 2 minutes. Okay, we are going to place the ranger spirits here and also buff our ranger. So micro skills like I do, Winnowing, Edge of Extinction and Frozen Soil. And now micro Tainted Flesh and the Spirit of Soothing, and flag the whole group away from this place. Use Verbal Stability, Great Dwarf Armor, Shroud, and just before you would aggro them, use Mental Block as well. Maintain Escape during the run, and use Koshery Signet if you get conditions, and use Mystic Healing if HP drops too low. Make sure you are targeting the boss called Render, and aggro as many Skrees as you can. Now turn back like I do and run to the same spot as I do. Wait for a second, activate Whirling Defense and use Death Charge on the boss. If your HP would be low, use Mystic Healing or Feint Neutrality, and you can farm some more Skrees if you want to, but honestly it's more profitable to start a new run and do it again. If only 5 or less Skrees are alive, it's a waste of time in my opinion. Also, if a monk is still alive after your first spike, just pick up the drops and restart the farm. You know, sometimes the paragon boss can hit you. Chances are it's a game over during the running phase. So I would say this happens maybe once every 20 or 30 runs, very uncommon. Also random interrupt is possible, even with all the blocking skills there is a tiny chance for that. Also keep in mind the drops here can be very rhapsodic. I mean, sometimes you get 1 or 2 or even 6 unids, sometimes no unids for several runs. But generally speaking, the Skree farm is profitable, plenty of valuable items might drop here, so it's highly recommended. Okay, let's do the other thing, the Heket farm. Now this is my own creation and it took me quite some time to make a viable and fast build. This is it, a low HP invincible ranger with Prot Spirit and Whirling defense plus the elite to counter the HP degen. The main issue here is Putrid Explosion. This is an armor ignoring skill and we must go low HP and use Prot Spirit to counter that. The Hekets can interrupt a lot just like the Skrees can, so a high block chance is a must have again, and the heroes are almost the same as before, but we don't need Frozen Soil and we don't need the Spirit of Soothing this time. Okay, load the build, have the same gear as me and leave the outpost. Quickly run to the spot before the Webian guards go there, because they can make things difficult with their aggro. Now put down the spirits and use Balthazar Spirit in the meanwhile. Micro Tainted Flesh and make haste on your character and send the heroes away. Now use Prot Spirit and Mental Block and maintain the elite too. For the Hekets, as I do, use Whirling defense when the melees are chasing you and make sure the wall is on your character's right side, because this will make the melee stuck. Use Cautionary Signet if you would get crippled and make a nice position somewhat close to the spirits and let the coasters do their job. This way you can do a nice spike, the melees are gone, and now bring the coasters closer to the spirits and bolt them like I do. Of course, don't forget the prot skills either, maintain them all the time. Once you have a nice ball again and Whirling is ready to be used again, start auto-attacking the boss and kill them all. Pick up the drops and you can do it again. To be honest, I made a viable Dervish build too, take a look. It's a low HP Derv with Prot Spirit and Wow Strength. High block chance again. I don't really recommend this one because it's way harder to use and works best with some alcohol, but it does a great job nonetheless. This is as fast as the Ranger build, but way more difficult to execute. It's a very energy heavy build, you must use Zealous Sight and build energy like that. That's why I said you should be using alcohol to get the max attacking speed of Drunken Master. Okay guys, that's all I've got for you today. I will leave some drop data for the statistic lovers and some clips of my best drops to the end of the video. Let me know which farm you like more, and don't forget to rate the video or sub to the channel if you haven't, and see you next time.